keep on trying to stitch me up. Big up to everybody in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. We're on the late shift today. We're on the late shift with an NBA Chillathon on deck. I think I'm unmuted now. Let me know, people. Let me know. Big up Vibes, big up Manch. Because I just realized, I just glanced to the side of me and I realized that the mic was muted. So hopefully everything's blessed now. If not, it's a sticky one. Let me just answer real quick. Alright, cool. We're good now. But hey, listen. Back with the NBA Chillathon. It's kind of a mad thing, I'm not gonna lie. Because the last time, say no more. The last time I did an NBA Chillathon, it was on Twitch. This is the very first NBA Chillathon on my second channel. Please be sure to hit a like, subscribe if you're new, share to your friends and frenemies. I was actually supposed to do a Boston and Brooklyn game quite a while back, but I think something just took over in the schedule and I wasn't able to do that game. So this is the very first NBA Chillathon on CM22. Excited for this one. The New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Both teams in relatively good form as of late. Philly on a 2-game losing streak, New York in a 2-game winning streak, and one of those 2 wins were against the Philadelphia 76ers at Madison Square Garden. So will Philadelphia be able to get some revenge tonight back at home in Philly? We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see. And I'm quite excited for this one, I ain't gonna lie. The tailor the tape, we can just look at this one. Reedus team versus Kings. Hey, it's a sticky one still, you know. Reedus. Hey, we're expecting Reedus to come true. We're expecting Reedus to come. Where is Reedus today, man? The New York Knicks, is time to represent, big man. But let's look at our desktop card. We got a few things to show you guys. Tailor the tape, as they usually call it. So right now, as of late, the New York Knicks have gone 5-5. The 76ers 7-3 in their last few games. 10 games to be precise, where New York Knicks have been putting up 114.7 points per game. The Sixers 116.4, 44.5 rebounds per game. So New York are up on Philly in that regard. They have just below the assist ratio that Philadelphia have, winners 25.9. Field goal percentage around the same almost, and 3-point percentage Philadelphia trumps them on that as well in their last 10 games. So it's an interesting one. Like I said, at Madison Square Garden in New York, because I'm from New York. You know what I mean? The New York Knicks were able to get that W against the 76ers. I'm excited because this is the first time I've seen Joel Embiid and James Harden play this season. So I'm excited about that one. I do have some updates about the matchup. They're saying that, let me get back to this. They're saying that the Knicks guard, newly acquired guard, Josh Hart, is not expected to play tonight. So that is one thing. We will have to wait to see man like Josh Hart in a New York Knicks uniform, for now at least. And another interesting story to speak about for now until the start of the game. But let me try and see what I can do. Like little preview settings and stuff like that, to see if they've got any summary up. So just to clear up, the officials, Curtis Blair, Aaron Smith, and Brandon Adair. I don't know who they are, but we will find out. You know what I mean? I like to pride myself on knowing the officials and all them things there. But I'm not going to lie, I don't know some of these, man. It looks like they might have got a light promotion and them things there. What time is the game? Because the game never started. You know the game, well, they say the game starts at 12. So that basically means the game starting at maybe like 10 past 12, quarter past 12. Them times there, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it goes, man. You know how it goes, vibes. But yeah, just reading the summary, looking at this, Josh Hart joins the Knicks. So you join that one. And also I heard Jalen McDaniels, he's a 76er now. I think he's expected to play. He's expected to be active today. So he used to play for the Charlotte Hornets. And he's somebody, because they traded away Matisse Thybulle, who went to the Portland Trail Blazers. He said a little goodbye, all of them things there. But hey, we move, man. We move. I saw Twitch TV and the tabs want to say who said, nah. Hey, don't try to do me like that. Don't try to do me. Nah. Let me shut this down, fam. Let me shut this down, fam. Don't go anywhere. Nah. We're not. Listen. Where is it, fam? Where is it? And let me make sure you guys hear this loud and clear.
Fire feather.
Loud and clear.
Fire feather.
Nah. The allegations ain't allegationing today. And as it goes here, Manj, I am forwarding to you, big man. Because all this pause settings here is cool. Because I'm going to be watching every word you say, big man. Holding you accountable. No pause settings today. No, talking about that actually. I did see that Cam Johnson. Let me thingy. Cam Johnson got fined today, yeah. By the NBA. Cause you know when people have those pause moments on television. He had one of those pause moments and then he said no homo on television and he got fined. How much did he get fined? $40,000 by the NBA by making anti the rest remarks. So yeah, that was an interesting one. Now I wanted to bring into that one today. What do you guys think about that in the comments? Let me rewind the stream 1 sec. You see this guy, man. He's moving like one EOP. I can't lie. He's moving like one EOP, but it's so good. One interesting story that I do want to bring up. So obviously, Russell Westbrook was traded to the Utah Jazz in a 3-team deal, and a lot of people were expecting there to be somewhat of a buyout. And apparently, there may be a possibility that Russell Westbrook may want to stay in Utah, at least until the end of the season. Coming from Tony Jones, and this is a journalist within the NBA, he says, Justin Zanuck says the Jazz have met with Russell Westbrook and his representation. The Jazz are currently open to every possibility. Westbrook has expressed a willingness to play for the Jazz. The two sides are still working through it. No decisions have been made. And looking at this story as well, because this is from the Clippers, because the Clippers thought, well, that was the team that was rumored to say, he's gonna go to the Clippers once he gets there. It's an easy move. He doesn't really have to move out of LA. He's already there with his family and stuff like that. So that was an interesting one, and they're just reporting basically the same thing. The Jazz let go of both Malik Beasley and Jared Vanderbilt as part of the deal, but they also got Juan Toscano Anderson and Damian Jones back. All hope is not lost for Utah right now, and given how they've surprised the entire basketball world with their unexpectedly strong start to the season, they could very well be, a nuisance. Huh? You know what? Sometimes, I have a mind blank.
Nuisance.
Yeah, nuisance. Sometimes I have a mind blank in the cut. You guys ever, when it's late, it happens, man. But anyway, they could very well be a nuisance in the West with this current group. Who knows? They started the season really well, Utah. We can go to the Jazz right now. New Orleans Jazz. The hell? Now, I didn't know about that. 40K is a Mazzoline vibes. But yeah, Utah. And to be honest, they've lost 3 on the bounce here and there. They definitely have slowed down in regards to that, because you could have started the season, they were winning a whole load of games. This whole stretch from the start of the season, only lost 3 games. And what is it? Out of 13? They were on form. But nonetheless, let's look at their record. 27-29. So they definitely have gone down a little bit. That Twitch tab was tabbing for it. Nah. Fam. Nah. I'm just checking, fam. I'm trying to realize, is there something I haven't seen here? But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about Russell Westbrook staying on this roster. Obviously, Mike Conley, he's gone. Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, they've all were traded away. But you got the likes of Lauri Markkanen, who's having a career year. Jordan Clarkson, who's a great offensive player. Contributor Colin Sexton as well, who's on this roster. It's a talented few. a few guys on this roster, especially young team, they'll probably be looking to grow from here on out. You know what I mean? It's blessed. I was in that stream yesterday watching Hogwarts Manoir rave, fam. Hey, you know what? That's an interesting one there. Still, I can't lie, fam. I can't lie, but there's been a lot of bad press around that game. I ain't gonna cap. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I got a double clock scenario. So you can see an analog clock up there for the people who love the nostalgia of reading an analog clock. But I also got the digital settings down there. And it's literally 5 to 12. So, like we said, they say games. Also, James Harden was not named as an all-star replacement. What do you think about that? Because the all-star replacements were named. I'm going to get them up on a list for you. I'm going to get them up. I know Anthony Edwards was one. Pascal Siakam was one also. Who was the other all-star replacement? So De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards, and Pascal Siakam. Obviously, Anthony Edwards, De'Aaron Fox, both in the West, replacing Steph Curry. Steph Curry, and I know KD's one guy who's replaced as well. But they still probably count him as an East spot now, because he got traded after they chose the All-Star team. So I guess he's still an Eastern Conference player. But yeah, congratulations to those guys. De'Aaron Fox is having a really good year. Pascal Siakam, maybe people will argue that one because in the end of the day, it's one of them ones, isn't it? Toronto are not having a good year. Anthony Edwards, Minnesota Timberwolves having a mixed bag as well, but they're up there too. We can look at the standings currently in this season alone. Curry's injured, yeah. Unfortunately for the All-Star break, I believe so. He may be taking it out or something like that. But I did hear he was one of the names replaced. But yeah, looking at the standings currently in the league, in the association, let me boost it up a little bit so you guys can see a little better. But yeah, the current standings in the association. So we got the Boston Celtics, number 1, the Milwaukee Bucks, Philadelphia 76ers, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Brooklyn Nets making up the top 5 in the East. Miami, New York, Atlanta, Chicago, Toronto, and the Washington Wizards from 6th to 11th. And the rest of the pack, Indiana, Orlando, Charlotte, and Detroit. Looking at the Western Conference, we got Denver, Memphis, Sacramento in 3rd seed. Big up Sacramento. Dallas Mavericks, who recently acquired Kyrie Irving, and the Los Angeles Clippers in the top 5 of the West. Phoenix recently picking up Kevin Durant. The New Orleans Pelicans, Minnesota Timberwolves, the Warriors, Blazers, and Utah making up from 6th to 11th. OKC, Lakers, San Antonio Spurs, and Houston Rockets. The rest of the pack still trying to chase them playoff scenarios, or play-in scenarios, should I say. So let me know what you think about that one. Also, it's an interesting one, ladies and gentlemen. If I say Luka Doncic, I won't be flat with cooking, fam. Hey, listen. That backcourt of Kyrie and Luka Doncic, that could be a mad one. I'm not gonna lie, it could be a good one. I'm looking excited. I'm very excited to see them together, because when Kyrie made his debut the other day, he didn't play with Luka. Luka was out. I don't know why, but he was out. So I can't wait to see them both make their debut on the court. See what the Rock is cooking. Speaking about the Rock, February 19th, Elimination Chamber in Montreal, Quebec. On this channel, there is going to be a watch along. So I can't wait for that one also, ladies and gentlemen. That's already scheduled on this channel. Already scheduled alongside. I got Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, and Asuka in the thumbnail. But I can't wait for that one. Elimination Chamber desktop settings. Here we go. I'm looking forward to it. On the road to WrestleMania. This could be potentially show of the year, bruv. or PLE of the year, whatever you want to say. But I was saying I saw that Kareem looking pissed at LeBron. Hey, you know what? Yeah, Kareem's one of them guys where it's like you don't know what to think, innit? Like sometimes he looks cool, sometimes man just looks vexed, and it's like, hey, wait, you know there was there the 50 Cent meme. What do you say if me for? You know what I mean? But he's one of them people. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But what an achievement for LeBron James. This is the first time me saying it on the platform actually. Congratulations to LeBron James for breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's near impossible record of becoming the all-time top scorer in NBA regular season history. What an achievement for the king. He was thinking maybe I should have at LeBron Rush last year, fam. Aye, that's wild. Imagine. Man said people were saying, Kareem's gonna be getting that 10-day contract, fam, trying to get a couple sky hooks up there, boom bow. Gonna go to LA, yeah. Sign for the Lakers, say, hey, LBJ, fam, come over here, big man. I want that ball right now. Dash it in the post. I ain't shooting no threes today. AD, get out of my way. Sticky one still. A lot of people were kind of reading Anthony Davis's body language on the day because he was kind of sitting down at the time when LeBron broke the record, and I think there was a clip of him kind of saying, I wasn't happy. He was basically saying he wasn't happy with the fact that they were losing and he wanted to get back to winning, innit? And he kind of said that even in a press conference after. But it's like, yo, he said he didn't realize the moment. Like, come on now. Everybody was standing up. The crowd, every time LeBron got the ball, were getting loud. And even in the moment, everybody was ready. They had their phones out. How could you not realize? But hey, maybe it's just me. What a win against OKC and Milwaukee for the Lakers. Well, listen, OKC. Wait, listen, because OKC, they got a win that night against the Lakers. And for them, because we've gone above the Lakers in the standings, we're here and we're fighting to get into that playing scenario. And you can't argue that. I think before the season, a lot of people were saying, hey, these guys, they go in. We got Victor Wembanyama in the trade. We're going for him. But in the end of the day, we've got a talented squad already. A lot of draft picks to make some potential moves next season, in the off season, whatever you want to say it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this squad develops over time. We traded away Darius Bazley on the deadline, Mike Muscala as well. So we continue to make trades, make changes. And it's quite an interesting one in the end of the day. Last time we beat the Lakers, LeBron broke the record, so we kind of ruined the day in that regard. We lost to Golden State before. We got 3 more games before the All-Star break, which is literally, if I'm correct, it is. Is it next weekend? Is it next? I believe it's next. Let me see if it's next weekend. All-Star. Why the hell did they have to put the All-Star break at the same time as the WWE pay-per-view? It's a Mazzoline, fam! But I don't care, fam. I'm watching big Elimination Chamber, bruv. So the All-Star game is on Monday the 20th at 1 a.m. Shout out to my guy Roland Prozoni Sports. I know that's going to be covered on the weekend and all of them things there, so most likely I'm just going to be resting it up because it's going to be a busy old weekend. I ain't gonna lie, but big ups to everybody inside. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. We got an NBA game coming real soon. It's 4 minutes after 12 right now in the AM in the UK. Let me know where it is for where you're from. If there's anybody from around the world, potentially not in the United Kingdom, it'll be good to see you, interact with you as well. Shout out to Manj, shout out to Vibes who are in the chat, chilling with the crew. And I think they're doing the national anthem now, so we can't be too far away from the game beginning. As you know, if you're not familiar with these NBA Chillathons, it's pure vibes over here. We just commentate, do our thing, vibe out to the game, and I do my best to keep their energy levels high. just in case it's late over here for you, don't want you dropping asleep or all of them things there. We try and keep the energy levels high. And it's a good thing because this game is relatively early for us people in the UK. A lot of the time, some games start at 12:30, which, this is might as well stay there. Games, let's see, start at 1 a.m., 1:30 sometimes, 3 a.m. if it's the Western Conference. So it's a Mazzoline. It's one of them ones there, but I believe this game is soon starting. I'm going to get a sip of water real quick. Gotta be watching the likes of Tyrese Maxey ball out, Jalen Brunson for the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid. Shout out to Manj. Hey, listen, that's a good point. Be sure to get your snacks in, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to get your snacks in. Your drinks, your snacks, all of that stuff there, because it's gonna be a interesting next few hours watching or listening to this game, whatever you're doing. I'm not sure if this game is on national TV. I don't think so. No, it's not. Okay. Tom Thibodeau, coaching the New York Knicks, of course. Defensive-minded head coach from his days back in Chicago. Well, most notably, I remember his days in Chicago. I wasn't actually watching the NBA back then, but I well documented them times there when Derrick Rose, who's playing for the New York Knicks now, was in his prime. Wonderful player to watch, man, and also it's great to see how he's been able to rebuild his career and be a leader and a guy to look up to still in the league many years after all of that stuff. So big up to D Rose. Right now they're just getting ready to ring the bell, which is a tradition in the middle of the court in Philadelphia, where they get famous people to, hammer the bell, ring it, before they announce the home team. Home team hoops. They're just showing the video packages now. I promise we're not too far away from the game starting. Let's see. Can we aim for 10 past? Let's see. D'Angelo Russell, of course, back to the Los Angeles Lakers. He's saying he's ready for the second stint. What was crazy is that when D'Angelo Russell got acquired, Patrick Beverley was like, he was like, the gang is back. And what was it? Was it half an hour later they said Pat Bev was traded away. And it looks like he wants a buyout from Orlando, which was to be expected, to be fair. Which was to be expected. Good idea. Who have I got for this game? I feel like Philadelphia will win this one, Let me slap out a poll. Who you got for the win? Knicks. Philly. Let's see. I'm going to slap out a poll out there. Let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. I like poll. But I'm saying for this game, I think Philly got this one, vibes. I think, what do you think, man? If you're back here, and anybody else that's in the chat, you feeling Philadelphia or the New York Knicks? I'm gonna get my little thingy up and running so I can see the updates in the game as it goes by and all of that stuff there. They haven't updated it as of yet, but I'm sure they will soon. Starters: RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Jericho Sims, Quentin Grimes, and Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, D'Anthony Melton, and James Harden for the Philadelphia 76ers. You're just taking everything off the court, getting ready for the game to start, for the game to begin. They're all doing their team huddles. Knicks because of some rumored Trinidad judge. Hey, where is Realesto today, fam? Where is Realesto? We're almost there. Jalen Brunson, everybody dupping up each other. You know how the pre-game rituals go. Jalen Brunson has had a wonderful season in his first year with the Knicks. Let's see if he can put on a show today in Philadelphia. Jalen McDaniels, when he does come into the game, making his first appearance for the Philadelphia 76ers, as we mentioned before. Julius Randle as well, having a good and productive year with the New York Knicks. Same with RJ Barrett, to be fair. Two guys that potentially have been scrutinized in this uniform due to the fact that maybe they've been underachieving, considering the talent that they do have as players. You think about that All-Star season Julius Randle had, most improved player. Can he return to that form? And it seems he's been able to at times this season. Tip-off is about to begin. Who will win? Jericho Sims. And oh no, yes, Philadelphia Bull. I believe it's Philadelphia Bull. No, it's Knicks basketball. Man like Linskinio in the car. Hope you're doing well. Let's appreciate you coming by each and every time. Say don't even watch the NBA. I'm going with Philly. Big up yourself, Linsky, man. Here's Julius Randle giving it to Jalen Brunson. Man like Linsky, the GOAT of this generation, fam. Don't let him tell you otherwise as Jalen Brunson starts the scoring for New York. New York. Here's Harden. Snubbed potentially for an all-star appearance. What do you guys think about that? Tobias Harris with the floater off. Rebound by Jericho. And not Chris. Here's Jalen Brunson. Floats it up again. And in. And the foul. Good start by Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. 4-0 start with a potential free throw to add on to that. Go to the Galaxy. Hey, listen, I ain't no GOAT around here. Listen, I'm just following the footsteps of the GOATs. Like Linsky. You know what I mean? Like the many GOATs that I'm seeing. Just saying. Jalen Brunson makes that free throw. Tom Thibodeau watching on in the game. Joel Embiid getting his post touch early on up against Jericho Sims. Posting him up. Maybe it's barbecue chicken. Embiid misses that one. It rolls around the rim. Quentin Grimes with a missed triple for the Knicks. Philadelphia wasting no time in getting up the court. Harden with the layup is good. Jericho Sims tried to get the block in. But Harden high off glass. Quick release as well. Knickerbockers is a hilarious name. Smart choice to shorten it to the Knicks. I Radinsky. Big man T. You know what? When I learned that the New York Knicks were called the Knickerbockers, fam, I was like, what the hell?
Don't go anywhere.
It's a Mazarine. See him as a very humble guy. Now listen. This minus to go out of that one. We move, fam. You know what I mean? We got vibes in here. We got Linsky in here. We got Manch in here, fam. I'm just looking up to the GOATs right here. Here's Brunson again with a floater. And that game is pure. Harden gives it to Embiid, looking to hand it off to DeAnthony Melton. Step back, triple misses. Rebound, Julius Randle. Here's RJ Barrett now. PJ Tucker defending. Julius Randle receiving the ball with Harden against him in the post. And that jumper is sweet. Nothing but net. Getting his patterned mid-range J. Long two. Something that the New York Knicks were very used to with a former legend Carmelo Anthony. Joel Embiid gets fouled. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It really is, man. Inspires me to try and achieve the GOAT title that only a few got. But to be humble at the same time. Nah, listen. I don't have the GOAT title, fam. I'm chasing Linsky, fam. Because you see Linsky, no. You see Linsky, fam. I be seeing that brother working, fam. Working. And he got the GOAT title and he just kept on working, fam. I'm trying to be like Linsky. I'm trying to be that vibes, fam. Man's about to be accepted into the bloodline, fam. I'm nowhere near. Right now, I'm not even a mid-carder right now. The WWE is Jalen Brunson knocks down a triple. What a start for him. 10 points in the game so far of the 12. New York Knicks. Here's Embiid out to PJ. Resets for the triple and bricks it. But what a start by Brunson. Could this be a big night for him? Ooh, transition pull up by Randall. Misses that time. Too strong. You can't send the flowers back. We accept no returns. Nah. Hey, Uno reverse big... Nah. Listen. Where's it at, fam? Where's it at? Hold on. Hold it, fam. Hold it. Uno reverse. Hold it. I'm trying to be like Redis in all honesty. Hey, Redis is that guy. He's a good father. Oh, did Brunson score again? Blessings to Brush. As Embiid gets some points on the board. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time, Brush. Hope you had a wonderful day, bro. Let me add you as mod as well. Don't forget the no take back, but no take backs these times infinity. Hey, but you know what? That might work with you, but that ain't working with vibes, fam. That ain't working with vibes. But my word, what a start for the Knicks thus far. Here's Harden for 3 though. Misses that time. Rebound Jericho Sims. Here's RJ Barrett. Oh, hesitation and layup is good. 20-7 start for the New York Knicks. Timeout Philadelphia. And right now, Doc Rivers was looking to the ground at least in disgust. And let's have a look at how that 20-7 run has started in the game thus far. I had to start running basketball in disco. Hey, you know what, yeah? Hold up a second, man. Hold up a second. Let me see if I can do something for the man then real quick. You are the tribe. Hey, I ain't no tribal chief. I'm a jobber. Leave it at I'm a jobber. I can't even do a moonsault off the top rope. Shout out to Big Task at hand. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. And welcome to the channel. First time seeing you here. So big up yourself and hopefully you can stay around. And it looks like we got a New York Knicks fan in the cut. Would you like to give us a bit of insight into how your season's going thus far? I'm sure you're ecstatic with the start of the game against Philadelphia. 76 is getting smacked like a ripe melon. I thought everyone was vibing, so I left it. Hold up. Go home late, just settled in, popped in there and half an hour ago, but no one was there. Seems a Roman Reigns of just them. Hey, listen, I ain't no local I'm the local talent, fam. I'm walking in, all of them things there. Big up yourself, Big Task at hand. But yeah, man, we're enjoying the game, getting ready to do our things. I hope you guys can enjoy it. in due time, and let's see what go on. Of course, Philly is easy work. Hey, say no more. Say no more. You know what? Gotta give you guys the credit because you beat Philadelphia the other night, MSG. Let's see. It's heading towards that trajectory right now, of course. Basketball is a game of runs, so we'll see what Philadelphia got at home. We shall see. But listen. Damn. What the hell was that? Anyway, yeah, we shall see. Austin 316. We're just holding. We're just a sign holding fans. Nah. If the SmackDown tickets come through, I need one of you, man, to hold a big sign that says Reedus United wants to fight Brock Lesnar. Make sure, hey, listen, that's it, man. We might have to do that one. I'm not gonna lie. The game is about to restart once again from the timeout, ladies and gents. And it has Philadelphia in possession. Here's Harden. Embiid looking for the post up against Jericho Sims as well. Facing him up, double team from Quentin Grimes, and it's a pure bucket by Embiid driving towards baseline, one dribble, fade away. What part of England? So I'm from London settings. London settings, big task at hand. Where are you coming from, by the way? Embiid with it. Oh, hey. Embiid got down the court with a slam in transition and almost fell awkwardly walking back to the court gingerly, but I think he's all right. Here's RJ Barrett. Throws it out. All turnover towards Julius Randle. Just not accurate enough that time. Little awkward full bit for Joel Embiid that time as Harden bringing it up. I didn't want to say London. Hey, listen, man. The accent can be recognizable depending on who you're listening to, because in London, there's like 10 bagger accents. You got the North Londoners, you got the different Londoners, you know. Hey, see if it's from Pensacola, Florida. Hey, listen, fam. Roman Reigns, fam. But listen, that's not me. That's not me. Listen, I'm not the god. I'm not the tribal chief, the head of the table. By any chance, big task at hand. Do you watch WWE, my friend? Quentin Grimes misses a triple that time. Rebound Tobias Harris, who's making his way up the court. James Harden wide open for three. Makes it. Triple. And here comes Philadelphia. 6-point lead thus far. And the score isn't updated. My bad, folks. That's why I said England, just in case. Left out Manchester. Hey, I hear ya. She's saying Renus wrestling persona would. Man said squirrel dust, you know. Squirrel dust. Oh, no, that's a violation. That is the biggest violation of all time. Man said squirrel dust, fam. RJ Barrett's taking some free throws right now. He just missed the first. Man said squirrel dust, fam. He's doing all them things there, fam. RJ makes the second. You know who Stormzy is? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We know who Stormzy is around here. A very well-known artist in these sides, you know? How about you? You like the music? To be honest, this you haven't even been able to keep on track with music in regards to all of that stuff, as the Knicks able to force a shot clock violation out of the Sixers. But yeah, man. Instead of shattered dreams, it's shattered nuts.
Fire feather. Fire feather.
Hey, it's a sticky one still, fam. See him as best friends. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that, Blinsky, fam. Don't be putting that into people's minds. Listen, I'm a regular citizen. Brunson, step back, Jay. Oh, what a start by Jalen Brunson. That's 13 points now. 5 and 6 from the field. Here's Maxey. Good layup by him against Julius Randle. The energetic. And here's Realist United. Oh, still by the Sixers. Here comes Maxey. Nice pass to Tobias Harris, who slams it home. Hey, listen. He's on fire by the Philly 76ers. Hey, Realist appeared. Hope you did one for days. Bless, appreciate you coming by each and every time. Brunson. Oh, pump fake. Draws the foul. And misses, but he'll shoot two. Draws it on Tobias Harris. Just sweet footwork. Once again by Jalen Brunson. You saw that just with a pump fake. The champions here and any minions call my name will be destroyed. Saying, read this. Hey. Man said the local party. I'm not even saying the rest of that. I'm not even saying the rest of that. Jalen Brunson taking and making the first free throw. Shake Milton coming into the game for the Sixers. The guy coming out is James Harden getting a light rest. 16 now for Jalen Brunson. What a start with 3 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. He misses the second free throw. Here's Maxey now. Giving it to Joel Embiid in the post. Oh, that's just bully ball by Embiid. Bully ball at his finest. Nice bucket there. Here's Randle now on the fadeaway. Jay getting that to bounce in. Sweet move once again. Isaiah Hartenstein in the game guarding Joel Embiid now. It is a tough task whenever you ask somebody to do that. Goes inside, lays it up and in once again. You can sense he's getting his right now. Here's Brunson up against Tyrese Maxey this time. Tries to fade away, throws it out to Julius Randle. PJ Tucker defending. 3-pointer short. Rebound quickly. And he floats it up and in. Emmanuel quickly into the game. And on the scoring board with his pattern floater as Tyrese Maxey draws a foul. We'll shoot two. And now we've got a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Called by New York. Philadelphia able to get back into the game. Still a decent lead for the Knicks, 28-22. But we shall see what's going to happen after the timeout. Julius Randle with his first personal foul. One more music question. Do you know who Bakar is? If so, is he pop? I don't know who Bakar is. Does anybody else in the chat know? I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. Nah, I don't know this guy. The one I'm seeing, let me see, British singer, apparently from Camden. But nah, I don't know this. I don't know this guy. Yeah, big up to him. Have you guys seen this new update on YouTube? So everybody has like different name, like different colors with their names for some reason. Whenever I switch over to this account on YouTube, it shows that everybody has a different color for their name. It's a Mazarine. Shout out to my guy Roller Pros Only Sports. Hope you're doing well. Happy days, my best. Appreciate you coming by every time. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to follow Pros Only Sports and subscribe to Pros Only Sports. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do a big free NBA review show every week on Thursday at 10 p.m. GMT. That is UK time. So be sure to check him out, and a lot more content as well. Football content, NBA, boxing, all of that stuff there, and Pros Only Sports. Say no more, big task. Let's see what everybody else is saying in the chat. What you saying, Renus? You rocking with your Knicks, yeah? Renus say the EOP leader brush will always try to stop progressive guys like Vibes and I. Don't try to drag Vibes into these park activities. Hey. Valinsky saying the GOAT has arrived. Realist. Vibes that No Fun community expanding. Shake my head. Jaden Brunson is here on fire. Listen, bro. Jaden Brunson is heated. He's a blowtorch right now. And let's see how that continues. I believe he's got 16 already in the game. This could be a big night for Jaden Brunson. We're only in the first. Tyrese Maxey to take his free throws. Coming out of the timeout. Add to sub 5 eyes. Thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you for coming through. I'm glad you're able to find this channel. Enjoy what you're seeing. A lot more to come from me. And as well, if you're a football fan or a soccer fan, depending on where you come from, be sure to subscribe to my main channel as well. We do Manchester United content over there with the United Twins, which is me and my twin bro, Cappy. Speaking about the games, also a new series that started literally, well, yesterday now, which is called CM's United Report, where we speak about all of the news of the whole week and stuff like that. So I'd appreciate if you could do that. Follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff there. Also on Twitch, same at playing some games. FIFA Football Manager Julius Randle with a fadeaway misses that time. Big Tusker has I'm from New York City. So you know you representing the New York Knicks in the only way. Big energy, fam. Damn. I don't know if it's getting late at night, but my sinuses are acting up. Damn. So like on Twitch, I only update stuff when it forced me to. So I haven't got the color change yet. Yeah, that's an interesting one. But on YouTube, yeah, that's what I've seen. Because on YouTube, they updated the colors, and I'm like, what's going on here? We got different colored names. Hartenstein with a good rebound. Quentin Grimes, layup is good and the foul. Brother, we might need to do a, hey yo, don't go anywhere. Shout out to Manj. Hey, Manj, every single week, Manj is reminding me to do the predictions. If it weren't for Manj, I would forget. So shout out to Manj, man. Here's Embiid now. Kicks it out to Maxey. That kind of breaks up the play. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Maxey inside. Over to George Niang. With a nice layup. Received by Tyrese Maxey. It's a 4-point lead for the Knicks. Ain't watching 5 likes with a free. Hey, listen. Blessings to everybody inside. If you like what you see, feel free to drop a like on the video. Stay around, interact with all of the 22s in the cut. We got a few peeps in the chat today. Love to see it. And thank you for the support as always. Share to your friends and frenemies who may also like as well. Embiid to the rim, misses that one. Gets the offensive rebound. Hartenstein defending, couple bumps. Layup is good. Making it look easy. Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson again! with a fadeaway J. He's looking mean, and even D Rose putting a face on the bench. Evan Fournier, 20 points for Brunson. He's been in a special zone in this game thus far. Hey, listen, hold on. You know what, yeah, I didn't want to say the word Vaz because I didn't even know what it meant, fam. Let me see. They're saying Quentin Grimes getting a bucket at the other end to end the first. Let's see if the Sixers. Great block by Brunson. Can he end the quarter on fire? No, misses that time. It would have been electric even though it's at Philly. But what a quarter for Jalen Brunson. 20 points in the first. At the end, let's see what the second quarter brings. 36-28 in favor of the New York Knicks. What a start. This looks like it's gonna be a good game, ladies and gents. But hold on, I'm reading it up now, Vibes. I'm reading it up now. Let's see. So the term is often. Is this it? Did they even do? Let me see, fam, because I'm trying to get the right one, fam. So. Okay. So is this correct? It's often translated as infidel. Hey yo, man said pagan, fam. Rejector, denier, disbeliever, unbeliever, non-believer. Wow, that's powerful, fam. With the most fundamental sense being ungrateful towards God. Now that is powerful, fam. That is powerful vibes in you. Basically means a disbeliever. Shout out to Vibes, man. You know what? I want to ask you guys a question, seeing as we have quite a few Manchester United fans in the cut. What did you guys think about and you know, it is what it is. What do you guys think about Rance's comments on Alejandro Garnacho? First and foremost, Rance's comments on Alejandro Garnacho, if you saw them, and the whole thing regarding Alejandro Garnacho and his bad game, or, you know, not greatest game, because I don't think he was that bad in the game, but the criticism that he's got from the Man United fans, if you want to speak about it, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't had a lot of you guys' opinions on it. Shout out to Super Nick, hope you did well, bit days been blessed. I appreciate you coming by each and every time. The GOAT. Hey, this is a big task at hand, fam. You saying this ain't no big task for the Knicks? Vibes is on job saying Linsky. Quick to turn on it on the young lad. Yeah, exactly that, Linsky. I think sometimes though, our fan base can be a bit like that, and it's unfortunate, you know? Man saying if I speak about her, I'll be in trouble. Mad reckless. Criticism is fine. Abuse isn't. I haven't seen a video, but I'm glad he's getting. Listen, bro, I saw the video. My word. The second quarter has begun, by the way. Shake Milton drawing a foul. The video is, in my opinion, and listen, it's not right, man. It's not right. And I don't care if it's some form of entertainment for you, fam. There's got to be morals to this, fam. Yeah, there's got to be morals to this. Man was there saying, yo, if you're old enough to wear the shirt, you're old enough to hold this smoke, fam. With your dead haircut, bruv, and all them things there, fam. Like, doing a bit too extra still. Apologies, by the way, for the sniffles, ladies and gents. At halftime, I'm going to get that sorted out. I think my sinuses are playing up. He's been on top form only for one game to show the true colours. Give him time. He's only 18, saying Linsky. Obi topping for 3 in the corner. Misses that time. A little strong. Here's Niang. Driving inside. Floating it up and in. So I said Mbappe trash. But here we are saying Manj has the touch of... Hey. Constructive criticism is not slander. Brush post Fergie. what I heard on Nacho was not constructive at all. Facts brush, comparing anyone to a young Rooney, yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? It really doesn't make sense. But this is where a lot of the fan base get themselves into problems, innit? That vicious cycle of negativity, which is just, it needs to stop, man. It needs to stop. Oh, Daniel House Jr. step back. Kind of slipped on the court, and that one was strong. Here's Emmanuel quickly. You know he's got a bag on him. Barrett. And there was an alley-oop attempt intercepted right there, and then we'll see what the play was about. Not too sure there. It was towards Isaiah Hartenstein. They're saying it's a Tyrese Maxey personal foul on that one. We shall see. Here's quickly. Out to Toppin. Fakes the pass, drives inside, floats it up and in. Hey, brushing the trim is dead though, not gonna lie. But again, that is subjective. Tyrese Maxey with an and one. 38-34 now in favour of the Knicks, with a chance for Philly to close the gap by one more. Sweet move and a tough shot made by Maxey inside the painted area, and boohoo! Sheesh. It's fading away. Good defense, better offense there. And he makes a free throw, nothing but net. We all go through a dodgy hairstyle. Hey, listen, I've had a plethora of different hairstyles. You know, I've had the mohawk, I've had the slaphead 3000, I've had the cane rolls. Hey, I've had afro settings. We've all had it. He's the same guy that says Saka is basically man says Saka is the, what is he? Did he say the black James Milner or something like that? I was like, Obi Toppin for free, misses that time. Rebound, Paul Reed, and here comes Tyrese Maxey now. Free, pull up, makes it, tie game. Tyrese Maxey with a pull up triple in transition. Here's RJ Barrett on the other end. Almost gets stripped. Hartenstein out to quickly. Throws it out to Obi Toppin. Now RJ Barrett in the corner for free. Makes it himself. I haven't taken that guy seriously for years now. Hey, listen. Vibes. I hear you, bro. As Tyrese Maxey draws another foul this time on Obi Toppin. But I hear you, Vibes, 100%. Man saying mad tales equals views. We live in a social media driven world where a lot of people follow other opinions and can't make their own minds up. You know, man summing it up perfectly there as well. A lot of people who are impressionable, they follow these people, they look at what they say, and it's almost like, you know, religious scriptures for them almost. They follow it with their life. And I just think there needs to be people out there that promote a positive message and promote the right message in the end of the day, because there's not a lot of that. There's not a lot of that. Look at how Saka Martinelli had developed. I see similar potential in Nacho. If he keeps his head down and works hard the first few years of CR, all he did was step over saying brush. With a pause the OP name. And not to say he will reach any of those levels, but you can still see he's a decent player. Look how nice it is in a pause-free zone. Only pause when needed, as Emmanuel quickly makes the layup and the foul. Foul on Paul Reed. His first personal. Hey, shout out to our guy Drizzy, man. You know what, yeah? Hey, man, just one of them ones where, everybody's got a different opinion. For me, hey, shout out to Drizzy, fam. That's our guy still. He's on the reckless side of things. But as long as it's not, just over the top, abuse, borderline, all of that stuff there, in my opinion, I look at things from a more level-headed standpoint where, I like to give people an opportunity. If they show me that they have the tools and what it takes to produce at a decent level, then that's all right for me. And Alejandro Garnacho has earned that respect thus far in the season. There were so many other players that didn't have a good game in that Leeds performance. But, Manchester United go for that same thing of singling out individuals as they always do. And I just think we need to hold the whole starting 11 a little more accountable every now and then. Hartenstein with a floater gets fouled. Tough shot and the foul. And it's Paul Reed second. My word. Listen, Hartenstein with a tough bucket, and the Knicks have an opportunity to be up by 10. Receiving by RJ Barrett, left-handed floater. And that was just tough. Reed flew in. Clear contact. He misses the free throw. It's Tyrese Maxey. Throws it out to Melton. Receives it back. Now Paul Reed. Top of the key, giving it to Tobias Harris back in the game with James Harden as well. DeAnthony Melton in the corner gets blocked by Emmanuel quickly. Great defensive play there. RJ Barrett defended by Melton, screened by Hartenstein. Inside, tries to lob it up. Paul Reed with the defensive stop. James Harden throws it out. Maxey pump fake, gets past quickly. Reverse layup is good. Here's quickly on the other end. Screen again by Hartenstein. And the left side of James Harden throws it out to Toppin. He passes. Now RJ Barrett makes the triple. Devastating. Knicks lead by 10. 51-41. Here's Harden. Draws the foul. Just a rip through on RJ Barrett. Smart play there. Veterans play by James Harden. That's his first personal foul, RJ. See Miles McBride in the game for the New York Knicks. Let's have a look at Miles McBride on Basketball Reference. Okay, so his 1 year experience last year is his rookie year. Didn't have a lot of playing time this year. Well, 9.3 minutes per game last year. Jumped up to 13.3, so he doesn't have a lot of minutes. Gets some here and there. He has improved ever so slightly this season in his percentages and stuff like that. Still could be a little better, but we shall see. One thing I would ask, actually, because you would know even better than me, because I haven't really seen the player as much. Big task at hand. How much do you rate Miles McBride, or is he somebody? Because he was drafted by OKC. Wait, drafted by OKC. So he must have went to the Knicks via trade, because he never actually played for OKC themselves. What's people's thoughts in here about continuing criticism from fans to Bruno? One more thing before I go. Top Reds create narratives that single out players to create distraction while Glazers destroy our club. Boom, 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 Super Nick. Big up yourself. I don't mind a Bruno criticism, but I'm still his... Listen, I don't mind criticism as long as it's constructive, ladies and gentlemen. But the problem is, there are some people online that carry agendas and that suit the narrative that they create in their mind, instead of just being a fan of the club. Man. Also, how's everybody feeling about the Kevin Durant trade and the Phoenix Suns' opportunities of winning a championship? Also, the Dallas Mavericks with Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic. Will the Brooklyn Nets still make the playoffs? A lot of people were excited by the performance. It wasn't a long one, but the performance of Ben Simmons, 15 points for Joel Embiid early on, 7 and 9 from the field. 4 rebounds to go with that. Cameroonian centre. Manchester United fans will always be divided. Ironic. Man. Isn't that something, man? Isn't that something, my friend? Here's Ty. Sorry, wrong one. I said Tyrese Maxey. Man, like Tobias Harris, Mr. Triple. Here's quickly. Hartenstein screen once more. Harden behind the play, and that's just a sweet left-handed layup by Quickly, weaving in between defenders and getting to the rim. Here's Harden. Crossover, and Obi Toppin draws the foul, and he'll shoot two. A lot of it's racism, let's be honest. Flex is one of the nicest guys, and these men have all that hate for it. You know what I mean? Vibes. People used to give Flex so much trouble as well back in the days. It's crazy. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. A lot of nonsense out there. No nuance, no balance when it comes to anything club related. All very tribal and diverse. Exactly that via brush. Man saying big up Flex and the UV crew each and every time, man. KG, everybody, man. Josh, Owen, ETC, man. Marcel. Apparently we won't have sanitizer for the first Barca game. What? Something about yellows in the Champions League with Bayern. My goodness. Ain't no way. Hey, I need to look at that in a bit. Obi Toppin, corner triple, misses. If I'm correct, he hasn't made a free yet, Obi Toppin, and he's been taking a lot of those in this game. Yeah, 0 for 3 as James Harden misses a triple. And let's look at Obi Toppin and how many threes he's taken per game this season. So he's taken about 3.3 attempts, which is a career high, making 1.2 of those per game. He's already taken 3. No sanitizer. We could get cleaned up by Barca, fam. One guy straight up for you his expressions. Hey, yo. That's wild, fam. Yeah, he's 100% brush, man. Classy guy, Flex. And a great inspiration as well. So a few comments on Reddit. Wow. He gives a lot of respect to people who don't deserve it. Remember that Waysman from the newspaper who wrote that dumb article about him? Oh, wow. You reminded me about that one, brush. And the way he dealt with that, just classy. But that's the thing. You show people kindness, innit? Because in the end of the day, yeah, when you do that, you ain't fazed by people. You show you ain't fazed by people. Big task at hand, back with a let's go, no mercy Knicks. Jaden Brunson back in, posting up the Anthony Melton. Gives it out to Julius Randle, who's also back in the game now. Jericho Sims as well. Here's quickly been able to get a few buckets in this second quarter And he gets another one with the shot clock winding down. Sweet floater. Here's Joel Embiid passing it out. Tobias Harris for 3. Knocks down his first of the game. Was well within his right to come. Chino energy. Gotta specify Jamaican Chino energy. Not that American Chino. We don't mess with that guy. Someone at the channel went back. Hey, listen. No, don't even say too much on that one, man. Here's Julius Randle. Fade away. Misses. Jericho Sims fighting for it, but Embiid will come away. Here's Harris. Looking to drive inside. Kick it out. DeAnthony Melton for 3. Misses. Rebound. Quentin Grimes in the end. Someone on the streets is asking about a UT stream left. You know what? Vibes. I think I replied. I think I replied, bro. But I almost forgot, fam. But I ain't played Ultimate Team in so long. I'm going to have to lace it back up and see. Because I deleted all my players last time out. So I'm going to have to just make a team and see what I go on. So much has happened in the game since I left. I don't even know what cards are out. Harris looking to post up. Emmanuel quickly. Back out to James Harden. Crossover. Step back. Triple. Misses. Off back iron. Thrown ahead to Julius Randle. For the slam. He was asking for the and 1. Seemed like a little bit of contact. Knicks back up by 10. Double team on Joel Embiid. Passed out to Tobias Harris. A little fake and he drives inside. Misses the floater. Here's Jalen Brunson. Back out to Randle. Trying to get past Harden. Nice pass back out at the top of the key. So sweet lob out by Brunson to Sims. Right now, Philadelphia 76ers not really able to get a stop defensively. The New York Knicks are looking comfortable away from home. PJ Tucker makes the triple though. On the other end, much needed bucket there for the Sixers. Flex would be a Deadpool type character just walking around the Marvel universe asking where Superman is. Boo me because I'm not one of the people. Player of the month in Mbappe. Hey, listen. He's thinking Venom was a black Spider-Man. Cracked me up. And then he called Carnage Red Vet. Hey, yo. Hey, Venom is an evil guy, though. If the Knicks win, we know why, fam. NWO settings. Saying, man, if the Knicks win, I know someone who's going to head to Central Park. We currently have a timeout, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. My word. I'm out here struggling. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, yeah. Give me a light moment because I need to go and blow my nose or something in the bathroom. Enjoy this music while I'm gone. Oh, wrong one. Damn it. I need to change my default music player. Hold up. Wait a minute. There we go. Enjoy the music. I'll be back. Boom. We back. We back. All right. Let's see. If you need a UT account for a feature stream, drop me a message. Say no more vibes. But Streets also said, Wagwan with Dolores, man, what rave. Hey. I'm typing like I'm fresh off the boat, fam. Hey, I ain't played. I ain't been to Dolores' house in a minute. I'm not gonna lie. It's a sticky one still, but I'm looking to return, roast. Nah, I cap. Every time somebody asks me, I said I'm looking to return, fam. At this point, I'm capping. Damage Control versus Becky Lee and Trisha Elimination Chamber. I heard about that one, man. Better than Kenny G music. On Twitch, we allowed to run more content, right? Might need a light reaction, watch along to classic Attitude Era arcs. A series and Ministry of Darkness would be lit. I'm not sure if you can show the clips, you know. We could definitely do watch-alongs and stuff like that over here. We could definitely do watch-alongs, just wouldn't be able to show the content, fam. But I don't know, fam. Cause with the clips, it's a sticky one still, fam. Cause I know you can do like the Amazon stuff. But I don't know, fam. I don't know. The music reminds me of Wipeout. Undertaker legit used to creep me out as a kid. But definitely, that is something I want to do, you know. Like little watch-alongs and stuff like that regarding the WWE, the Attitude Era. That would be lit. And just watching it from a certain stage and seeing how everything progressed with time. I think on Twitch you can watch segments and stuff. Alright, cool. Here's Quentin Grimes, wide open layup. Found by Julius Randle. It's just all easy for the New York Knicks right now. 63-54. 50 seconds to go in the first half. I'm feeling reinvigorated now. Ready to go for that second half. I don't know what happened, but my sinuses were acting up and going crazy. Embiid driving through the double team and drawing a foul. Simple. Stop playing with the Knicks big task. Hey, listen, they're doing their thing. I'm not gonna lie. Philly ain't playing no good defense tonight. Hey, easy work, fam. Hey, you're not wrong at this point of the game. You're not wrong. With more than what I like. Watch. I'll be there, fam. I'll be there. We should jump on Discord for this. WCW Nitro was the ish too. Hey, you know what? I ain't really watched WCW like that. I remember when I was when I had the C word in it, yeah, the C19, bruv. And so everybody in the house was quarantining, in it. And I brought the WWE network for a month. And I started watching now I wasn't able to go through a lot of the episodes, but I started to watch the WWE from just when the Attitude Era officially begun. So I'd say just a little before and then after. I was watching the full episodes for hours, falling asleep to watching those episodes. It was quite interesting. I saw, like, obviously the beginning of Degeneration X and bare different things like that. Julius Randle drawing a foul there now. Hey, bro, the Sixers defense is non-existent in this game. Open layups, triples. They're all right now. They're just a step behind. And if they need to get back in the game, there needs to be more effort on that end of the floor. Knicks cooking on the fast break. Facts, man. Facts. Just looking at it. Let me have a look at this. Because Jalen Brunson, he had 20 in the first quarter. Let's look at some other scores. Anyway, we'll look at it at halftime. Goldberg was the GOAT for me. Entrance music, the chance was Sting, Goldberg. It was a madness. NWO versus Wolfpack to early days of Mysterio, Y2J, Eddie Guerrero. I need to find out if you can watch the network on 2 devices. If you can, I'll send it to you for me. Say no more vibes, man. Big up yourself, bro. Hey, Mania, man. That's going to be lit. WrestleMania. As Julius Randle makes his last free throw. 17 seconds to go in the second quarter. Can the Sixers end this half on a high? It hasn't been quite the half they would have wished for at home, and you can hear it in the home crowd. Here's James Harden, throws it out. Tobias Harris in the corner, makes the triple. 3 seconds to go. RJ Barrett turns it over. Harden from half court. Misses. And that is the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen. 65-59 in favor of the New York Knicks. Let me know what you thought of the first half in the chat. But interesting game so far. You know, with all of the positives for New York and the lack of defense, if intensity for the Sixers, they're not down by a lot. They can find their way back into the game with a simple run. So we'll have to see what happens. 65-59 once again at the half. And let's look at the box score first and foremost for the game. As you will. Let's look at the chat though first and foremost. Brush saying Vince was so stupid to just shut down WCW after the takeover. Should have kept it as a separate entity and created that illusion of competition. Also, one could have been PG and the other. Plus 16, 18. Same Brush. Juju's working so far. They brought in Eric Bischoff too late. He should have ran that brand for the invasion story, saying Manj. Looking back, it's shocking. It's shocking the things they were showing kids during the Attitude Era. It's kind of wild. WWE peeps, it's wild. I can't lie. It's wild. Let's look over to the desktop though. And so far, let me make sure you guys can see it. First and foremost, just gonna raise it up real quick. So it should be good here now. Cool. So we're looking at the first half. RJ Barrett. Well, first and foremost, the performance of Jalen Brunson. 20 points in that first quarter. 4 assists, 4 rebounds. 8 of 11 from the field. 72%. What else can you say about that performance thus far? And then you got Julius Randle and RJ Barrett close behind with 13 and 11 points respectively. 6 rebounds for Julius in that time. So a decent game from those guys in the Knicks uniform. And then others, the likes of Emmanuel quickly coming off the bench and being the spark plug that he is with 9 points. Productive in the time that he's got. We go over to the Philadelphia 76ers and look at the guys. 19 for Joel Embiid. He's had a really good start to the game. 7 rebounds already. 13 points for Tyrese Maxey. We know what he can provide. 8 points for Tobias Harris. 5 for PJ Tucker. 8 for James Harden. So for them, you know, Paul Reed, Daniel House Jr., George Niang, even though he has 4 points, the big problem for them really has been their defense. Hasn't been great at all. Jaden McDaniel's not yet to play yet. So I don't know if he's going to get some game time tonight. Inactive players Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson for the New York Knicks. So Josh Hart will be making his debut probably soon in a Knicks uniform coming in from the Portland Trail Blazers. Hey, listen, Manj, don't even let me know what's going on, bro. Don't even let me know what's going on. Cause when I do it, I'm gonna watch it in the morning or something like that. I think I'm gonna watch it in the morning. We try and watch some reaction to all this, man. Don't even tell me nothing about the promo, fam. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens in SmackDown tonight, though. Let's see. Venus used to come out in a towel and do a madness. Man said, "Boom, dang, pa." Al Snow's entrance music. Remember when Taker chucked Rikishi off the top cell, fam? It's peak still. Man got, what was that, fam? Hey in a truck or something like that. It's a bit crazy. And then, man, Mick Foley, fam. That brother as well. Mankind, fam. Mankind. Off the top of the cell and a call by JR, fam. He's broken in half, fam. That's all we need to know. But halftime, ladies and gentlemen, interesting game thus far. I think it's close enough that we could have a potentially close finish. Still a long way to go. 2 quarters down, 2 quarters left. Let's see what happens. And it will be interesting actually to see some reaction from fans online. So I'm going to try and see and find some reaction from the fans online in the game thus far and find their opinion. So let me see if I can find some reaction. Knicks 76ers. And let's see people's opinions on it thus far. Let's see. Man, a lot of Philly fans are still against Doc Rivers, you know. That's quite interesting because they were able to turn around their season. I feel like they're in a respectable position right now, but still a lot of Philly fans are just not happy with Doc Rivers, despite them being the 3rd seed. I mean, the way they've played tonight with a lack of intensity, you can understand that. I'm not quite sure in terms of everything else in regards to, you know, the rest of the season and the campaign, but right now they're 34-19 in a good position in the Eastern Conference. You look at the teams, Brooklyn Nets have got weaker, Miami Heat are not at their best despite being in decent form right now. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they're going strong in the East. The Bucks, the Celtics who are ahead of them, they're having great seasons too. I believe the Boston Celtics are now the best team in the league after the Nuggets lost the other night. And yeah, they have a record of 39-16. Them have a record of 38-18. NA Night the Rock fight me saying vibes. Hey, listen. You know what? Yeah, it would have been nice seeing The Rock. Back to WWE, by the way. Would have been nice seeing The Rock at back in the WWE this year, man. But the obligations be obligationing. Stone Cold versus Vince was one of the underrated beefs. Hey, that beef was lit, man. I can't lie. For days, yeah, like I'd go on then just watching bare clips day after day. Even the entrances. Sometimes I'll find myself just watching entrances of the Attitude Era and hearing the reaction from the crowd. Like when I watch WWE nowadays, yeah, I'm just like, man. It's it. Like sometimes we do get those reactions, right? They changed the font on Twitter. Are my eyes going crazy? Yeah, I swear they've changed the font on Twitter again. Hey, something ain't looking right. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following, be sure to follow me over on Twitter. That's where all the announcements take place and all of that good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see. You know, earlier on the main channel, had CM's United report. Had a lot of fun with the people who came through. Shout out to everybody. Some in here today, Manj, Vise, Brush. You know what I mean? A Super Nick. Shout out to everybody who came through to that one. Realist as well at the end. Yeah, man, this is where everything. And shout out to David De Gea as well. That man's about to become the first non-British player to make more than 400 Premier League appearances for one club. Should he play on Sunday? Thoughts on LeBron becoming the highest scorer? You know what? I said at the start of the stream, Brush, like, congratulations to him because that record by a lot of people would seem to be near impossible. And if you look at the fact that Kareem, he only hit one career 3-pointer. That man was just elite. His longevity to stay that long and be able to score at that level was just amazing. So for LeBron to do that, a guy that similarly has had a lot of longevity in his career, not many significant injuries, more so towards the end of his career or the latter stages, should I say, because it doesn't even look like it's coming to the end. Maybe you could say the latter stages now, but you know, for him to have that longevity, to be a pass first guy in that regard, where we know he can score the ball at a high clip, but he wants to make his teammates better every single night. And Yeah, man, it's just an amazing achievement. Gotta give the man his flowers in the end of the day. He's one of the greatest of all times. And you know, in life we always have this culture of appreciating people when they're retired or when they passed away. And I just feel like that narrative needs to turn around now. There needs to be more of a narrative of appreciating people and giving them their flowers, like what Brush is saying in the chat, while they're there. Because we won't get to watch LeBron James for another 10 years. Maybe. But we won't get to watch LeBron James for another 10 years. He's played in the league for what, 20 years? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, hey, man, we gotta give him his flowers. I wish I was out here watching the NBA in 2003 so I could say I was there when LeBron James was a rookie. But at the same time, I was a little kid. I was a little kid. So I was still there in regards to that. But I wasn't there at the same time. What a role model too. Man's calling him the Harry Kane, fam. Man just out here, he be trolling the Lakers like that. It's a bit of a Mazzoline. At least win the game first and then celebrate. I love when they stop the game. Yeah, I hear it. You know what? In the end of the day, it's one of them ones where I understand why they stopped the game. It was a big moment. One of the biggest moments of the decade so far. You know what I mean? Obviously, it was funny that they stopped the game and when he made the shot and all the camera people came onto the court, he got his family to come and they would have known that was happening before everything. So I found that funny because the way I saw it was even maybe, call a timeout, you walk around, he acknowledges everybody as they usually do, and then at the end of the game you can do a big old ceremony if and when you clutch it out. So I did find it a little funny in that regards to that. But I feel like the NBA went all in on this moment. LeBron James, one of the biggest moments in NBA history. You can argue maybe the biggest moment in NBA history. Let me know what you think in the chat. Because somebody passing that all-time scoring record, unprecedented, or was seen as unprecedented before that, before LeBron started to get closer and closer and closer. So, yeah, you understand, and also you can see it as a little, hee ha ha as well. It was a bit mad, but iconic though. I hear it, Rush. I hear it. I hear it. I hear it, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody inside still. After 120 past 1 almost. Man, we still got a whole second half to go in the game. Let's see. It should be starting back soon. They're showing a little video package for the Sixers right now. I'm going to be looking out and seeing what games are coming in the near future. Because I definitely want to do a lot more NBA chillathons. But mostly going to be doing on the weekends now. Because, they're on at a good time in the weekend. Obviously, the Western Conference is always a sticky one. You can't hide from the Western Conference. But I mean, Sixers playing Brooklyn at 6 p.m. Eastern time. What is that? Is that 11 p.m. in the UK? What's happened there? So yeah, that's a good time. A lot of games starting at 7:30, which is 12:30 in the UK. 1 o'clock as well. Ooh, hold on. Tomorrow, Lakers Warriors starting at 1. Damn, that's a good game. But gotta watch along on Sunday, so I can't even do that. Lakers Warriors, man. That should be a good game, I ain't gonna lie. GP2 back in a Golden State uniform as well. Gary Payton II. Grizzlies versus Boston. But that one, that one's an early game. What's 2 p.m? So that's 7 o'clock on. Okay, that's 7 o'clock. What time is Man United playing? Man United are playing at 2. So I might do an impromptu NBA Chillathon. But nah, I gotta get to work as well, fam. I don't want to push back the you twins. You never know. You never know, ladies and gents. Someone made a great point on another channel. People calling LBJ the greatest after breaking Kareem's record. Where were the flowers when he was breaking records? What do you mean, like when Kareem was breaking records, or when LeBron was breaking records originally? Because he's already broken a lot of records. But what Kareem? Second half has begun, by the way, ladies and gents. Let's hope we get an energetic one. Here's Harden. He's looking for a foul call. Got tangled up with Quentin Grimes and the referees called it. Grimes ain't happy with that one. James Harden will inbound. 65-59 to the New York Knicks. Here's Embiid now. Receives it from the handoff behind the back to Embiid. Pull up Jay. And he starts the half the right way. When Kareem is break... Well, you know what, man? I couldn't tell you that, bro. Because unfortunate... Well, it's one of them ones where I guess you had to be there, right? It's Julius Randle with a corner triple. Definitely nowadays. Damn. I need a tissue or something. But definitely now. I feel like I would have sneezed. Damn. That's why I can't get a word out of my mouth. Woo. But yeah, in terms of Kareem, everybody knows he's one of the greatest of all time, but it's a weird one, eh? It's kind of hard to answer those kind of questions. It's kind of hard to answer those kind of questions because you always have, especially if you're a student of the game and all of that stuff, you know that he is one of the greatest of all times. Julius Randle with a top of the key triple. He ain't bricking tonight. Here's Embiid. Pass it out to Harden. DeAnthony Melton in the corner. He knocks it down. Both teams firing on all cylinders to start the second half. Kareem raised the bar. Hey, shout out to Manch. Yeah, man. But I should put some more thought into that question. Even though you said it was kind of rhetorical. Jalen Brunson! Ah! Fade away, Jay. With the shot clock winding down, he just continues a madness. Here's Harden. Misses that time. Tapped out by Melton out of bounds. Knicks ball. Wow. Here he is now, Jalen Brunson, the former Dallas Mavericks guard. Played with Luka Doncic. Now teammates with Kyrie Irving. Here's RJ Barrett inside and just floating it up and in. And the foul on Embiid. Tough. He drove on him. Spun, was patient. Got the bump and just floated it up and in. Sweet move by RJ Barrett. Looks like RJ Barrett stepped out of bounds on that play. That's a tough non-call for Philly. Here's James Harden. Oh, and Tobias Harris thought PJ Tucker stayed in the corner. Turnover. Every error is different, of course. Exactly that, man. Every era of basketball is different. We speak about the 90s, the physicality that they always used to speak about. And even the early 2000s and nowadays, it's gone back on that type of game. Jericho Sims missing that floater in the paint. Harden setting up the play. D'Anthony Melton. Harden drives inside. Asks for the foul. Misses the layup. No call. Here comes RJ Barrett. Out to Julius Randle for free. Misses. Rebound Embiid. Out to D'Anthony Melton. Pump fake. Driving inside. Drop step. Floating it up and in. It's Jalen Brunson carrying up the court now. Rejects the screen from Sims. Open fadeaway for Jalen Brunson. Once again, that's way too easy from a Philadelphia perspective. Timeout called by Doc Rivers. Just way too easy. And now we look at Jalen Brunson. He's up to 24 points on that turnaround J. 7 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Knicks are up by 10. It's been all too easy for them, especially scoring. Scoring, it's been way too easy for the New York Knicks today. Damn, I drive my team forward. Let's go. Salutes to you, see you in the chat. I'll catch you for the next stream. Big up, man. See you in a bit. Take care. Have a blessed night and a productive day tomorrow. Thank you for coming by the stream. Right now, they're just doing a bit of entertainment in the stadium. As always, you gotta get the enjoyment going. A bit of poker in Philadelphia. They're literally throwing down a giant poker piece. Pass the chip, they're calling it. Always finding inventive ways to keep the crowd going. But they're going to have to find a way to keep them going in regards to the game so they can motivate the crew to get back into this game. Let's look at this Chris Boucher poster. Woo! For the Toronto Raptors, who are facing Utah right now in the game. But yeah, if you lot ain't seen Chris Boucher's poster, check it out. I ain't gonna show it on YouTube for purposes. You know them ones there. Someone online saying the Sixers have made great moves since Morey took over. A deep roster, 1-star, 1 MVP candidate, and the 4th best record in the league. But I just can't bring myself to trust Doc Rivers and James Harden in the playoffs. Damn. How do you guys feel about that one? That is an interesting opinion there. And the game is restarted once more. Here's Harden receiving a screen from Embiid. And now up against Sims. Behind the back. Over to Embiid. D'Anthony Melton straight out to Tobias Harris. Embiid. Jump shot. Makes it. Gets fouled. And that's money. Embiid now 9 out of 11 from the field, 8 rebounds and 2 assists to go with his 23 points. A chance for one more as well. A few MVP chants in the crowd. And Embiid makes a free throw. Big ups to Furb. Hopes you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Apologies, man. My nose, my sinuses are all out of here. But big ups to Furb, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by every time. Hope everybody's blessed for you, bro. People, be sure to go and subscribe to UFTV, Manchester United content and all of that good stuff. Coming real soon. So go and support first. Follow me on Twitter as well. UFTV, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Julius Randle on the other end. Top shot and one. So Joel Embiid on one end goes and gets a nice bucket and the foul. And Julius Randle goes up on the other and gets the same. Foul on D'Anthony Melton. Just bumps Melton. Falls down. Fade away. Nothing but net. 21 points for Julius. 6 rebounds, 8 of 15 from the field, and he makes a free throw. Make that 22. Embiid is looking for that post up on Isaiah Hartenstein. Can't receive the ball. Here's Harris. You can see that one was off on front iron. Here's Jalen Brunson to the rim. Lays it up and in. It's all too easy. What have we been saying? The constant theme in this game. Philadelphia just making it way too easy for the New York Knicks to get buckets as James Harden on the other end and the foul. Destroying that on Quentin Grimes. Tries to have his hands up. But they were locked for a split moment as James Harden picked up the ball and looked to get to the rim. 3 of 11 from the field today from James Harden. A little struggle in that regard. 10 points. Made that 11. Tobias Harris and D'Anthony Melton off the court. Tyrese Maxey back on with Niang for Philadelphia. Here's Julius Randle from downtown. Does it again! Julius Randle having himself a game tonight as well. $25 and 12 points in the third for Randle as Embiid gets a layup to go. 86-76 to the Knicks. 10-point lead. But the Sixers need to go on a run and get some defensive stops. RJ Barrett for 3 this time. Misses. Shout out to Bobby K. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday going into Saturday. Here's Embiid. James Harden gets the layup to go. Sweet move that time. And a stole by Tyrese Maxey. Makes the triple and all just like that. It's a 5-point lead for the New York Knicks. Philadelphia with some momentum plays back to back. Getting the steal and the New York Knicks and Tom Thibodeau called a timeout. We got to see him doing that basketball. They're here to show some love. Drop a like. Appreciate you, Bobby. Appreciate you for coming by each and every time. Appreciate you. No worries. Yo, it's never too late. Never too late. But nah, it's all good. You know, some people, they like certain sports. Some people don't. But hey, you know what's a funny thing? I used to watch just only football at a certain point. And I used to like, I didn't think I would ever get into basketball, you know. And then I think what happened is I didn't even start watching basketball first. I started playing basketball in the playgrounds when I was in secondary school. And we started playing, getting better, starting to enjoy it, starting to play it after school and all of that stuff there. And that's how I really got into basketball. I think I brought like NBA 2K. My first game was like 2K17. 2K17. And I started playing that, learning the game and watching the game as well. 47 in 2 weeks. Hey, happy birthday when it comes. Hey, listen, it's never, ever, ever, ever too late. Never too late. Never too late at all, man. You can achieve your wildest dreams at any age. As long as you believe, as long as you put in the work and do your thing. So keep pushing. Just like I'm keeping it pushing today. Because my sinus, I don't understand my whole day. And now in the nighttime, maybe it's the nighttime streams that are doing it to me. Because I ain't done a nighttime stream in a minute. But for some reason, my sinuses are coming. And they're coming with a vengeance tonight. It's all good. Coming to the end of the third. And then we'll have the fourth quarter to go for. And to be fair, this game has gone really quickly thus far. We got 5:23 to go in the third. It's gone really quickly. For whatever reason. I don't know why. Because there have been a few stoppages in terms of foul calls and stuff like that. Not as much, maybe. But we'll see. Game about to restart. Doc Rivers watching on. In a rather peculiar stance. He might be saving his back. But now he's encouraging his team, seeing if they can get a defensive stop. Coming out of the quarter where Tom Thibodeau had to speak with his team. Randall for three. Misses wildly. It was a contested jumper and he was looking for a foul. Here's Tyrese Maxey driving past Jalen Brunson. Blocked by Hartenstein. Here comes the New York Knicks. And RJ Barrett gets blocked by Embiid. Sixers ball. Great defensive plays on both ends of the floor. Here's Harden. 5 blocks for the Knicks tonight. Sixers getting there first. Harden over to Embiid. Mid-range J. It's just pure. Joel Embiid himself has it going tonight. Just making bucket after bucket. It's all easy. Looking at that, that's 26 points now for Joel. And here they come again. Harden to the rim. Slips down and no, a foul call on Julius Randle. And he was running around in sense for a minute. Obviously, James Harden, one of those guys who have been regarded as elite in terms of drawing fouls and manipulating the referees into believing, most importantly. Didn't really see much in that challenge, I'm not going to lie, on James Harden. He was down for a bit, hit the ground a little hard, but I didn't see a lot in that foul. They're just taking a little second to restart the game. A 3-point lead for the New York Knicks. James Harden winning bound with 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the third. Harden, step back, finds Embiid. Little double team, drives baseline and banks it home. 2-point game, or 1-point game, should I say, sorry. 2-point jumper for Embiid. And 30 points. 11 in this quarter for Joel. The Sixers have been able to fight back an 11-0 run and a travel on Jalen Brunson. Another stop for the home side. Tyrese Maxey there just clapping as they have an opportunity to take the lead. The Sixers. It feels like it's been an eternity since that was the case. Here's Embiid and he lays it up and in. 87-86 for the Sixers. No points in the last 3 minutes for the New York Knicks. Here's Randall, guarded by James Harden. Almost poked away. Brunson throws it out to Randall. Corner three. And his foot was on the sideline. Out of bounds. Turnover, New York. Tom Thibodeau just not looking happy at all. 3 turnovers now for the New York Knicks in this quarter. And there's a turnover for James Harden. Deemed an offensive foul on Jalen Brunson. And we look at this again. He throws out that elbow to Jalen Brunson. Not going to lie, he did sell it a little bit. But he sold it well. James Harden still arguing with the officials. And let's see what happens because they've stopped the game. I'm not sure if there's a challenge going on or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to try and clear that up for you guys. I'm not sure if they've put it in the play-by-play. They've called a New York timeout with 2:54 remaining in the third. So maybe it is just a timeout, or will they be calling a challenge? I guess we'll find out in due time. But that play, offensive foul on James Harden. As he had the ball, he kind of threw out a little elbow towards the face of Jalen Brunson. Now, it didn't seem like it touched Jalen Brunson, but he did sell it very well and get the call from the referees. An interesting game thus far. The Philadelphia 76ers, after a rough defensive display, have been able to get some stops finally in the third quarter and take the lead. A 1-point lead now, 87-86. Will the New York Knicks be able to fight back? It's going to be a very, very intriguing, compelling fourth quarter ahead. We're seeing a highlight reel now of that sequence where Harden was able to get the layup. Tyrese Maxey stole the ball from the inbounds. And then they're just showing what the Philadelphia 76ers have been able to do, leading up to the point where they now have the lead. 13-0 scoring run for the home team. And this is what the fans are expecting at home. It's Jalen Brunson now giving it off to Emmanuel quickly. Quentin Grimes, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Julius Randle also on the court for the New York Knicks. For Philadelphia, it's PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, Shake Milton, Tyrese Maxey, and George Niang. Hartenstein with the layup. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Gives it off to Embiid. Walks towards the corner. Receives it from the handoff. Back into Embiid. In the area where he can drive inside. Kick it out to Niang for 3. And he misses. Brunson picking up his dribble. Trying to get it to go in the bucket. Misses that time. And he'll shoot 2 free throws. Really good game from Jalen Brunson tonight. 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. 25.6 rebounds for Julius Randle as well. 14 points for RJ Barrett. Brunson makes the first free throw. Two minutes, 6 seconds to go in the third. Jalen Brunson takes and makes the second. Now up to 28 points in the game. The Knicks shooting 71% from the free throw line tonight. Is Embiid once again top of the key up against Hartenstein. A couple jab steps. George Niang open for three off the double team and makes the triple and ties the game. 90 apiece. Embiid was double teamed as Quentin Grimes came and joined to help out Isaiah Hartenstein, and George Niang had that space to pull that triple, and Julius Randle with the reply in the corner. Once again, 28 points for Julius. That's 5 threes on the night. Now Maxey, screen by Embiid. And a brilliant screen at that as Maxey turns the corner and puts those afterburners into work. 27 bench points for Philadelphia, 15 for New York. Here's Randle. Quentin Grimes gives it back to number 30. Posting up Tyrese Maxey, kicking it out to Emmanuel quickly, who misses. Jump shot was just short. Embiid setting the screen for Maxey once again. Gives it back to Embiid, who draws the foul on Hartenstein. And he'll shoot two. Just the masters of drawing fouls. Joel Embiid, James Harden. Philadelphia have both of those guys. Philadelphia now in the bonus. Misses the first free throw and visually upset with that one. The Anthony Melton coming into the game now. For the 76ers. Embiid with 32 points now. 13 of 15 from the field. Just efficiency at his finest. And some of the shots he's made absolutely tough. He missed the second free throw, however. It's Jalen Brunson. 26 seconds to go in the third. Almost turning over the ball. Just recovering. Quickly over to Grimes. Back to Julius Randle. Free again. Misses. And now Philadelphia can close this off. Or not half, should I say, quarter. 6 seconds to go. Screen by Embiid. Maxey trying to find a Cameroonian who's going to have to take a prayer. Misses that one. End of the third. Knicks up by 1. 93-92 heading into the fourth quarter. What a game we do have. Ladies and gentlemen, Philadelphia able to fight back, down by probably as much as 10. Could have been even more at moments in this game, but that's what I remember. Being able to take the lead momentarily in this game. Which team will be able to close out the game in the final stages of the fourth? We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. A great game. And if you're still here, if you're enjoying the stream or you've just arrived, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you think of the game thus far. I'm going to check some of the scores around the association as well, because we do have some other games going on. So it would be wrong not to update everybody else. So let's have a look at this. The Spurs and the Pistons are playing, currently up 84-81 Detroit. Phoenix Suns are playing the Indiana Pacers at the end of the third quarter, 95-77. They are up big, and we have a look at them. how their game's going, their little box score. Let's see who's playing. Devin Booker, of course. Chris Paul with 19 points. A really nice game from him tonight. 15 for Josh Okogie. Torrey Craig having a say. Recently moved to Philly himself. Let's have a look at the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton having a really good year in Indiana. Benedict Mathurin, a Rookie of the Year candidate, coming off the bench. Even a Sixth Man of the Year candidate. Buddy Hield with 14 as well. Have a look at the rest of the games. Boston are up big against the Charlotte Hornets, 71-53. The Raptors are up just about 61-58 against the Utah Jazz. Miami up 41-39 against the Houston Rockets. The Grizzlies also up 48-44 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The game's coming on later. Cleveland Cavaliers versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Dallas Mavericks versus the Kings, and the Bucks versus the Clippers. Will be interesting to see if Luka Doncic is available for this game. I'm not quite sure, but I guess we'll find out. Don't know if there's anything in a preview here. He has a bruised right heel, so it remains unclear. Not too sure if he is going to be back for this game. But like I said, usually on Twitter and stuff like that, they'll let the people know before time as the fourth quarter begins in this game between the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's RJ Barrett. Misses the mid-range J. It's James Harden now. There's a screen by Niang. He's up against Obi Toppin. A screen again by Reed. Crossover, drives inside and turns over the ball after getting stuck in the paint. James Harden having a rough game tonight. 4 of 12 from the field. Does have 10 assists nonetheless in his first turner of the game, but offensively just hasn't been able to get it going. Except for the playmaking side of things, of course. He's 1 of 6 from downtown. The beard. Ball went out of bounds. Here's Emmanuel quickly. Hartenstein handing it off back to him as he drives on Tyrese Maxey. Now McBride for 3 off the bench, misses. Rebounded by Paul Reed. Now Tyrese Maxey create some offense. And they'll slow it down and try and create in the half court. Here's Harden receiving a screen by Paul Reed. Throws it up and in. No foul. But just a tough shot by Harden. It's Emmanuel quickly. Over to McBride. Throws it out. They were asking for the travel. He may have, but they didn't call it. Here's Hartenstein to the rim. Lays it up and in. A tough shot and once again a tough no call for the Sixers. But they have to play on as Harden finally makes a triple. 2 on the night. Sixers up by 2. 95-97. Now quickly, thought about the triple. Didn't opt for that. Now RJ Barrett with a wide open look and misses that one. Harden a rebound. Here come the Sixers in transition. Tyrese Maxey, open jumper for 3. Timeout New York. A defensive stop on one end turns into a wide open 3-point jumper and the home crowd are loving it. Tom Thibodeau once again called in a timeout to speak with his team. 9:39 remaining in the fourth. And Tyrese Maxey up to 21 points now. 4 assists for Tobias Harris also. Hey, Vines. Hey, the man said the judge might not be judging after all. Listen, the 76ers are starting to pull ahead. They're starting to turn this around vibes. Let's see if Relis is in the ends. Maybe there might still be a turn in this game because it's still close. We're looking at this one, 100-95, so a 5-point lead for the Sixers at home. Will they ride this momentum and close out the game in style, or will New York have another run in them? Hey, they're playing some tunes in this. Hey, you're hearing it from me, folks. Currently a timeout, ladies and gents. Let's see what happens. Currently looking at the box score. Let's have a quick look at this one. 28 points for Jalen Brunson. 28 points for Julius Randle. Just some steady performances for the New York Knicks tonight. And on the other side for the Sixers, 32 points for the star man, Joel Embiid, who's played 30 minutes tonight. 18 for Tyrese Maxey. He's had some really nice plays throughout the game. Harden with 13, struggling shooting-wise. Actually, I got to update this and free because I swear he's got 2 threes. Yeah, so he's got 18 now, up to 18 for Harden. 21 points for Maxey, sorry. 10 points for Tobias Harris. He himself up and down when it comes to the shooting department, but the Sixers still find himself in the lead. 10 assists for Harden. Look at Embiid, 8 rebounds, 3 assists on his part too. Sometimes the NBA website be updating, sometimes not. And they're just showing the replays of the Sixers now. As it restarts. 30 bench points for Philadelphia to New York 17. 26-9 scoring one since training. 86-74 in the third quarter by Philadelphia. Here's Brunson. Trying to drive and pump fake, kicks it out. Emmanuel quickly for 3. And the perfect reply out of the timeout. Here's Harden. Screen by Reed. Niang gets an opportunity, pump fake. Harris in the corner, misses. Short. It's Jalen Brunson once again applying pressure in the paint, kicks it out. Emmanuel quickly draws the foul and almost makes the bucket. Knicks down by 2 with a chance to level it up once more with these free throws. I do want to say though, we can have a look at the current standings in the NBA. Like, it's incredible how much the parity is because, you know, obviously you have the teams like Boston 39-16, Milwaukee 38-17, 38-18 for Denver, 33-21 for Memphis, Sacramento 31-23. But when we look at some of these teams, 4th seed in the Western Conference, 30-26 Dallas Mavericks. 5th seed, 31-27, 30-27 6th seed, 29-27 7th seed. And go over to the East, 6th seed, 30-25, you know, 30-26 for the 7th seed, 28-28 8th seed. So 26-29 9th seed Chicago Bulls. So this year has been such a compelling year in terms of the competitive nature as Emmanuel quickly steals the ball away from James Harden. Here's Brunson now. Slowing it down. Driving inside, kicking it out to RJ Barrett, who drives in, misses the layup. Rebound Hartenstein. Now quickly for 3. Misses. And Reed secures the ball for Philadelphia. And now Maxey in transition. My word. from way downtown in transition. 103.99 to the Sixers. Brunson again driving in. Just no space for him to operate. Quickly, 2-0 topping. Passes it out to Barrett, who floats it up and in. Stops the bleeding for now. Two-point game. Harden orchestrating the offense. Driving inside, kicks it out to Niang for three. Makes it! Philadelphia on fire. 106-101. Assist James Harden. Hartenstein screen, turnover New York again. This time Jalen Brunson. Here comes James Harden. Paul Reed in transition. Niang for three. Misses. Rebound Tobias Harris. And the bucket will not count. And a foul on RJ Barrett. A loose ball foul. There's 6:58 to go. Joel Embiid subbed into the game for Paul Reed. The closing lineup is forming. Paul Reed getting some high fives from the coaches and teammates. Making his way back to the bench. Here's Harden. Up against Julius Randle. Step back triple. Misses. Embiid taps it out. Tyrese Maxey drives. Mid-range J. Gets to his spot. Misses. And the ball's out of bounds. Philadelphia retains possession. The Knicks aren't happy about it currently. Randle arguing with the referee. Looking at this play again, it definitely looks like Tobias Harris gets the last touch on the ball, so it should be New York Knicks possession. The Sixers call for a timeout with 6:38 to go in the game. Isaiah Hartenstein subbed out for Jericho Sims. Both teams get to talk it over as we're going into the final stages of this game now. The crucial clutch moments. Who will this game belong to? Right now, Philadelphia just doing the shirt toss. They got them big old machines that they go boom, boom, boom out in the crowd. Let's see. We got... Nope. Hell nah. The team mascot of the Sixers is out here throwing behind the back, trying to get the ball in the basket almost. In the second attempt. Let's see if the third is the lucky charm. Nope. Maybe fourth time. Will we get to see it? I can see it somewhat. Oh, he made it! No, he missed. I thought he made it. I thought he made it. I'm not gonna lie. The angle was doing me in dirty. They're showing us and talking about Tyrese Maxey in the studio right now. And speaking about how his energy has helped the 76ers turn this game around. You know, momentum plays, driving to the rim, not settling for that jumper. Of course, he has made a 3-point shot. Let's look at his game more deeply statistically. You know, he's made 4 or 5 from downtown, but he's also put pressure and drove the ball towards the rim. Made some mid-range J's, finished at the rim. Momentum plays like what we said. He just really is that X factor for the Philadelphia 76ers when they need a guy to answer the call. The game has resumed now. It's James Harden. Embiid asking for it. George Niang gives it back to Harden now. Screen on Quentin Grimes. Harden misses, and that's a shot clock violation. The ball did not touch the rim. Brunson giving it off to Emmanuel quickly. He's had it going at times in this game. Same with Jalen Brunson, and Julius Randle has a wide open mid-range shot and makes no mistake with that one. 9 assists now for Jalen Brunson. Here's Harden. Gives it to Tyrese Maxey. Screen by Embiid on quickly. Embiid receives. George Niang misses the layup. Misses the second attempt. Gets the rebound. Now Tyrese Maxey. Mid-range jumper. Misses that one. Rebound Grimes. Jalen Brunson. Oh, nice move by Randle at first, but he seemed to stumble on that one. If you can still function after, we might say no more vibes. George Niang makes the triple. 109, 103 to the Sixers. Say no more Fabinho. My code is killing me out here, fam. The corner 3 from Niang. The Sixers are pulling away, bro. 13 points, 3 of 5 from downtown. And another steal. Here's Embiid driving to the rim. Taking the ball back out and turning it over. Tobias Harris was there in the paint. Just a little above him, and Doc Rivers ain't happy with that play. Here's Jalen Brunson. Screened by Jericho Sims. To the right of Tobias Harris, who misses that jumper. He's been making all types of shots today, Jalen Brunson, but not that time for the New York Knicks. Embiid on the other end. Throws it towards the corner. And it was tapped out of bounds by a New York Knicks hand. Almost turning the ball over a couple of times and turning the ball over. Joel Embiid just needs to maybe play with a bit more patience and understand that the Knicks are looking to double team him and make life a little tougher once he enters inside that painted area and a little bit outside as well. Here's Tyrese Maxey in the corner, misses. Rebound, Julius Randle. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Here's Jalen Brunson. The New York Knicks, still a lot of time to go. Just a couple buckets and stops. Here's Emmanuel quickly. Randle up against James Harden. Gives it to Quentin Grimes. Open triple. Misses. That was a big three. Now Maxey. Philadelphia looking to get a bit of revenge after losing to the Knicks at MSG. Embiid to Tobias Harris on the cut with an easy slam at the rim. Sweet feed. Timeout New York. 5 assists for Joel Embiid, and that's exactly what he needs to do. You can see in that regard, he just receives the ball, patient, waiting for the options to open up. And Tobias Harris gets the best of his defender, gets found by Embiid, and an easy two-handed dunk. Exactly that, bro. Good pass by Joel there. In situation where potentially he's tried to force it, drive inside, and throw a pass that's either been intercepted or gone out of bounds. This time he just stayed patient, looked around and waited for the option to come in, and Tobias Harris made a really good cut in that regard. And that's what you can see from the Sixers team at their best. Tobias Harris, a good cutter off ball. Tyrese Maxey as well. Joel Embiid has been improving in that regard in playmaking in his career. Now 9 rebounds, 3 assists for the big man, 32 points on the night. 24 for Tyrese Maxey. 18 and 12 assists for James Harden. 10 points off the bench for George Niang. Now 10 points for the man himself, Tobias Harris, who got the last bucket. It's a big next few minutes for the New York Knicks as we approach 3 minutes remaining in the game. Randall with a pump fake gets Harris. RJ Barrett triple, makes it. Big shot there by RJ. 106-111. Both teams shooting respectable from the 3-point line, 34 and 36% respectfully, as Tobias Harris misses a 3-point jumper there in the corner. Randall giving it to Jalen Brunson, who drives inside, goes with the layup and in. Smooth layup, smooth game. And then here come the Knicks. 3-point lead. Here's Harden. Asking for a screen and gets it from Embiid, who looks to lay it up and misses. Rebound Julius Randle. Out to Jalen Brunson. Quentin Grimes is out there. Open. RJ Barrett finds his bit of space. Drives inside. Tries to float it up and misses. Hey, bro. This game is close, bro. Hey, listen. This has ended up to be a real good game. Here's Harden. Up against Quentin Grimes defensively. Embiid looking for the post up against Sims. One touch jumper and one. Joel Embiid drawing the foul. That's his 5th personal on Jericho Sims. And Embiid with just a sweet move. One dribble. Draws the foul on the rip through. Makes the bucket. +1. Clutch bucket by Embiid, 34 points now, with a chance for one more. 14 of 18 from the field. And he takes and makes the free throw. Knicks down by 6. Here's Jalen Brunson looking to drive. Good defense by Tyrese Maxey, who now switches over to RJ Barrett and almost got the steal. Knicks retained possession as the ball went out of bounds. They did get lucky. We're looking at this again. Sims gives it to Brunson. It goes out of bounds. And Philadelphia called a timeout. 1:21 remaining. There may be a challenge called in this. We shall see. But it looks like they're getting a replay and challenging this call. And we'll see it again. It definitely comes off Jalen Brunson last, in my opinion. I think so. What do you guys think in the chat? I'm looking at this now and it's tough. But it does look like it comes off Jalen Brunson last. Just looking at it again. It looks like his hand, especially his left hand, it kind of comes off his hand and goes out of bounds. Tyrese Maxey is just cold, man. Especially getting to the rim and his ability to finish there. And a variety of finishes as well. High off glass, reverse layups, floaters. A phenomenal performance from the 3-point line as well. They look like they're about to give an announcement to the referee, so let's see what he says. Yep. Successful challenge, Philadelphia ball. And that's a turnover on Sims. So that's a big turnaround. New York looked like they were able to get an extra possession with 1:22 remaining in the game. Down by 6, and all of a sudden Philadelphia have back possession. A good defensive stop in that regard as James Harden will carry it up the court. Now Joel Embiid up against Sims, passes it out. Maxey wide open for 3! 108-117 to Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey does it again. Here's Brunson aggressively driving inside, kicks it out to Barrett, floats it up and misses. Rebound Embiid. Under a minute to go. What a turnaround for the 76ers. In the first half, they were struggling defensively, but they kept the game close. Maxey again. Misses. PJ Tucker. James Harden. 12 seconds on the shot clock. After it reset up against Quentin Grimes. Harden jab stepping. Step back. Mid-range J. Bounces around and goes in. And that may be that, ladies and gentlemen, for the New York Knicks. Timeout. James Harden may have iced the game there with the ball bouncing a couple of times on the rim before going through the bucket. Through the net. It's 20 points now for James Harden. Tyrese Maxey is 27, 6 assists for Joel Embiid. And 35 points to go with that. But like I was saying before, we look at how the Philadelphia Sixers struggled defensively at times in that first half and even at the beginning of that third quarter. But they were able to get some stops. New York struggling offensively as well to create their own. And Philadelphia were hitting their shots. They were making energy plays on both sides of the floor and scoring in transition. And in this fourth quarter, the execution has been near enough perfect. Retaking the lead and running away with the game. Knicks fans will be disappointed with the way this game has ended, should I say. Unless there is a miraculous turnaround in the next 25.4 seconds. 30th 30-point game of the season for Joel Embiid. This game is ending early. Well, it did start at 12 o'clock to be fair. Makes sense. Here's Randall now. Driving, gives it to Jalen Brunson. Blocked by Embiid! And that will be that. They can run out the clock now. The Philadelphia 76ers getting a valuable win. Moving up to 35-19 on the season. At home, getting revenge against the Knicks. The question that was asked before this Chillathon is now answered. 108-119 to the Philadelphia 76ers. Jalen Brunson trying to speak to the officials on definitely frustrated on the way the game ended. And you can understand a lot of those Knicks figures distressed and unhappy. 35, 11, and 6 for Embiid. 27 for Tyrese Maxey. And we can look at some of these box scores in more depth now. So for the losing team, 30 points for both Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson in a losing effort, unfortunately. 9 assists and 7 rebounds for Brunson and 10 rebounds, 3 assists for Julius Randle. RJ Barrett chipped in with 19, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, however. 3 turnovers for Julius Randle also. Looking at 13 for Emmanuel quickly off the bench. He has some good plays once again. Didn't shoot the ball well from downtown, but was able to get into the paint and finish at the rim. And also a Philadelphia standpoint, 35 for Joel Embiid, 6 assists and 10 rebounds. We look at Tyrese Maxey off the bench, 27 points from him, 20 points from James Harden. Made it up the hard way in the end and had a better and respectable second half compared to his shooting percentages in the first. So he was able to rewrite the wrong somewhat, and he had 12 assists, 8 rebounds. So good, an all-round game from James Harden. 12 points for Tobias Harris. 13 for George Niang off the bench. Had a really good impact as well, hitting some shots from beyond the out too. So, you know, it's a story of a second half performance for the New York Knicks and how they were able to do their thing and fight back from such a difficult first half. And I'm sure Doc Rivers would have spoken to them about their effort defensively, and you could see that was a completely different Philadelphia team. You could hear it within the crowd, and just the players who were getting rewarded for making defensive stops and getting buckets in transition, which when you do that, you make the game easy for yourself in the end of the day, because that's what New York were doing a lot of the time in the first half, and those chances, those opportunities ran out in the end. Philadelphia took over. So ladies and gentlemen, big ups to each and every one of you for coming to this NBA Chillathon. Hope you've enjoyed. Please be sure to hit a like on a video, subscribe if you're new, share to your friends and frenemies. Feel free to hit the links in the description and subscribe to the main channel if you're interested in any football/soccer content, depending on where you're coming from. And also follow me on Twitch, CM22ENT, for gaming content. On Twitter, CM22ENT. Also, join the community Discord. There are a lot of different activities that you can get involved in terms of conversation. Get involved in future content as well on the main channel currently. And we've got a lot of things coming up on this channel as well. On the main channel, we've got football watch along. So Manchester United versus Leeds on Sunday. Look out for that one. But in this channel, we've got on February 19th, Elimination Chamber WWE Premium Live event watch along, so look out for that one. Also, we may have a Chillathon coming real soon, depending if it's impromptu or not. So thank you to everybody that was here. Pros Only Sports, Vibes, Bobby, Furbs, Manj, Brush. Shout out to Knicks in the Mix, Super Nick as well. Big task at hand. Thank you for coming by and dropping that sub. Also, hope to see you once again soon, and commiserations on the game. Shout out to Linsky, Realist. It's everybody else who's shown love throughout the course of the stream. Many more NBA Chillathons hopefully to come this season. The NBA playoffs is still a bit away, but we're closing in. All-Star break, and then the final stretch of the season after that. So we shall see. I have big plans for the playoffs in terms of streaming and doing a lot of games. So everybody, be sure to have a blessed night and a productive day tomorrow. Shout out to Big Tasker. I say no problem at all. I'll be here. Shout out to you, man. And thank you again for coming by and supporting. And shout out to everybody else. Be sure to have a blessed night and a productive day tomorrow. Or maybe it's today, depending on where you are. I know it's today for me. I'll see you lot, sinner.